YouTube has been paying me for the past 1 year, and in today's video, I'm going to show you my income every month, how much YouTube has paid me for the past 1 year, all the technical stuffs you need to know, called the RPM, the CPM. What are the requirements that YouTube expect from you to get monetized? If you're a complete beginner, you're asking the question, how do I start? What are the tools? What are the resources that I need? This video is going to be a complete guide and a tutorial to you. I'm going to be as transparent as possible to show you right on my own dashboard how much money I'm making and everything you need to know. So let's start by talking about the basics of YouTube, especially if you are starting completely new. YouTube requires you to have at least 4,000 watch hours before you can get monetized and 1,000 subscribers. These are the requirements that they are requiring from you. 1,000 subscribers, you can actually open and fully be monetized on YouTube. When we talk about fully being monetized, you're going to be getting money or you're going to be paid for watch paid ads. These are ads that are shown on your videos before, in the middle, or at the end of the video, and every ad that is placed there, they pay you a portion of it. We call something the short feed ads. You can see over here, there is some amount of money being paid over here for every short videos that I have. For the watch page ads, these are longer form videos, and then there are different types of it. We have we have the skippable video ads, display ads, non-skippable ads, and bumper ads, and different kinds of ads over here. And then we also have the short feed ads, which I mentioned, and we have membership. Membership is when people are joining different kinds of memberships to support you. For me, I have three kinds of membership tiers. One is Duno There's Tech for people who just want to support the channel. The next one is I have some educational stuffs and videos that people pay to have access to it. And we also have the super fans and something like that. So this is a membership and people can pay you over there to support the channel. And lastly, we have what we call the supers and gifts, where people can actually share with you and thank you in the comment section. So in your live, they can send you some gifts just to say thank you. Now, these are the four revenue streams that you can have over there. But to open fully all of these, as I said, you need 4,000 watch hours. When we say 4,000 watch hours, what do we mean? People have watched all your videos accumulated up to 4,000 hours. So somebody watched 8 minutes of your video, that is included 5 minutes of your video, 1 hour of your video. You have to have 4,000 watch hours. People have watched all your videos or combined all video watches to about 4,000 hours, which is quite easy to get there. For example, if you had to go viral with one video and that video gets 1 million views, I'm not talking about views, we're talking about watch hours. So how long were the videos? So you can have 1 million views, but you still don't get there, but you need the 4,000 watch hours, because if it is a short video, then it doesn't count really well for that 4,000 hours, because you need more hours to catch up with this. But once you got in that 4,000 watch hours and you have the 1,000 subscribers and these views and everything combined together, the monetization titles will open. And all you need to do from here is you will receive a notification and you will have to just go and open a Google AdSense account. A Google AdSense account is where Google is going to be using to pay you. You're just going to be opening a Google AdSense account and you'll connect it to a payment system, bank of your choice, any country, wherever you are, you can easily do this. It's one of the easiest processes to do. Once you've done this, Google is going to send a test amount of money to you so you can see if the account is operating properly. A few amount of money to test, because maybe you might have gotten a lot of money, so they will test the account. Once you confirm that yes, I received this $1 sent to my account, then that account is now officially added to your Google AdSense account to be the account on which you're going to receive payment from YouTube. That is as simple as possible. Now, when we talk about the monetization processes, there are two forms. The first one is a partial monetization, which can open when you get 3,000 watch hours even. YouTube has actually made the monetization process to be so simple that you can actually get on board with just 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. But what will happen is you will not have access to watch paid ads. That's the only problem. But if you are waiting after 3,000, you are easily going to get to the 4,000. And once you get to the 4,000 as well, it will also open. So in my case, when I got to 3,000 watch hours, then my monetization, I already opened it up. I was eligible. I opened it up and I started getting money from the membership. And in less than a week, I got the plus 1,000 to it, making it 4,000. And hence, I was able to open all the monetization. Now that we've talked about the monetization status, let's talk about some of the things that I wish I knew when I was starting. At the beginning, I was focusing on short form content. I was blowing up on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. Now, if you had to ask me, I would advise that you take your long form content more serious, because you can actually find a strategy where you're making long form content and can break them down into short form content and share to the other places. YouTube is one of the greatest platforms that pays you well for your effort. And I think among all the platforms, YouTube is one of the most perfect place to actually get started because you're going to develop yourself in longer form content, helps you to connect well with your audience because you're going to be speaking more, you're going to be able to communicate your ideas, your beliefs, and then the faith that you have in what you're doing to other people, and they sense it, and it leads to more sales. Actually, to be honest with you, because if you're selling something, it is more important that you're able to express yourself and let people know what you're doing and how everything is going. Now, if you are to ask me what are the tools that I use to create my content, it is as simple as using a platform such as Canva. Right now, I'm recording myself. I'm recording the video right here on Canva. I have an iPhone over there, which I'm recording because I'm not going to be using what you see over here in this camera over here, but I'm going to be using that camera. And if you're to ask me what I'm going to be using to edit my videos, I'm just going to open it up and I'm going to show you, which is CapCut. CapCut is a free video editing software which you might want to pay for the premium so you can have full access to all the features. But CapCut is actually what I've been using to edit my videos. And Canva is a great platform that you can use for creating your thumbnails and all the other stuff that you need. So when you look at my Canva page right now, I'm just going to show you all that I do with Canva is actually I can create different animations, I can create different posts, I can create my YouTube thumbnails, I can create my YouTube banners and stuff like that. For example, in one of the previous videos that I made, I needed to make some kind of an animation. And because I'm not good with any other animation software, I just use Canva to do the simple animations. And once I'm done with the animations, I was able to simply bring it back to CapCut and use it to edit. So if you are to ask me, what are the tools that you need to actually manage all your stuff? First of all, I will say you can use CapCut and Canva. These two platforms alone are going to help you to be able to organize your work, to do the video editing, and then bringing your content together. Now, you might ask yourself, so where do I put my ideas together? Then we are going to talk about Notion. Notion is a great platform that I use to actually manage all my content. As you can see here, I have my content, I have the X. This is how I go about my content creation, which I think you can also copy and use the same. When it comes to how I organize my content creation ideas so I can remain sane, this is something I tell any person who is starting with content creation that listen, you got to organize your thoughts in a very proper way. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers, I've seen different templates, I've seen a lot of content creators share their templates with people. But I think this is the easiest and the most easiest and best kind of format to follow, which I'm going to share with you for free. If you want it, I'm going to share this template for free. Now, I break my content creation into about 5 processes, just 5. The first one is ideas. That is what I call idealization, where I just come up with ideas. These are viral content ideas that I've come across, thoughts that I have in mind that I want to create this content. For example, how to grow a YouTube channel in 2025, the Pareto principle, 80-20 rule, the growth mindset, the Pomodoro technique, how to grow an Instagram account in 2025. These are simple ideas, and I just put them down here in this board called ideas. Now, right after that, I move on to the next step, which is what script. So I just have to move this topic. Let's say I did the Pareto principle. I'll just move it from the idea to the script, and I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to write the script. You're going to ask yourself, so how do I generate the script? The scripts are easy. You can actually generate all your script with ChatGPT. So you're going to generate your script. These are things that are going to guide you, especially to lead you towards, okay, what are the things that I'm going to talk about? How should I go about it? So, for example, in my case, this particular video was about 8 mind-blowing free website content for content creators and entrepreneurs. And I start with the tools, I give the website, I talk about these things. So these are the things I'll be looking at when I'm recording the video, which makes it much, much easier for me to go ahead and chunk up the videos and just be prepared and record my videos. The next one is edit. But I record and edit, so I bring it here if I'm just recording and editing. And when I'm done, I put it up to schedule. That is, maybe I'm done with the topic, so I'll just put it into the schedule. So I just go, I wait for a day, go into my account, and I'll schedule the videos that has been edited, and then schedule it. And once it is published, I'll just bring it here to the publish section. Now, the reason why I follow such a simple framework is because one day I might have to work with other people, like maybe my copywriter who will be doing the ideas and also the scripting. And then I'll be going to maybe like my team who comes here to help me to record the videos. This will be the record and edit section. And I will give it to the manager, the content manager who will do the editing, who will do the scheduling and publishing. That is why it's important to have a very simple standard and a principle to actually do this, and it will streamline your video editing and your video content creation process in as much as possible. We just want to make this process fun and start to gain the level at which we want to get to where we are making this money. Now that we've done this, let's talk about how much YouTube is paying me every month and what are the metrics and what are the things that YouTube is looking at. Now we're going to go all the way to all. And from here, I'm just going to show you something. From this particular board, you can see over here, let me just try to maximize it. So let's look at how much YouTube has been paying me for the past how many months. Now, this is the table. So we have in September of last year, it was $50. October, it was 44. February, it was 40. March, it was 32. August is 29. November is 28. January is 28. And then there we go. And now we have to ongoing. Now, there's one thing that I would like to draw your attention to, friends. Listen, I am not very serious when it comes to YouTube. It is something that I'm planning to really work on. So these are not typical numbers. We have people earning up to $1,000, 2,000, millions, and stuff like that. I'm just trying to be openly very honest with you to show you exactly everything so we can actually break it down to content, the traffic source, the joke. We can do everything from here to understand the metrics. Where is the traffic coming from? Is it from my playlist? Is it from my short feeds? Is it from my YouTube search? Where are they coming from? So you can actually check out the stuff. You can check the geography. Where are the people coming from? You have Turkey, Azerbaijan, United States, Germany, United Kingdom, France, Canada, Greece, Netherlands, India. Now, all these are very important. I mean, all over the world, everywhere people are watching this content because we have a lot of Turkish people all over the world, everywhere. Now, this particular channel is something that I'm not taking so serious. That's why I say when you look at this, these are not very typical. So you don't want to take it too serious. Okay, you can make more money from your YouTube channel depending on how you are actually going to take it. Now, one of the most important places we're going to talk about what is a CPM and what is an RPM. Now, let's talk about the first one, a CPM. CPM is cost per milli. This information does not matter to you as the content creator because cost per milli, this is what matters to the advertisers who are advertising on your channel or on your videos. This is the amount of money the advertisers are paying to YouTube and paying to you so they can show their advertisement on your channel. So let's say the advertiser wants to pay $10 to show an ad on your video. To him, that is what he calls a CPM. That is the cost per million. So he's paying per thousands of views for publishing on your particular videos. But then YouTube is going to pay you according to RPM, that is revenue per million. This is what matters to you. The revenue, the amount of money YouTube is going to pay me for every 1,000 views that I get on any of the ads that they showed on my videos. So if you look here, the content performance is going to show you exactly the videos, the shorts, and then the live. On YouTube, these are the three categories that we have. Videos, the long form videos, all the way from 3 minutes, all the way to 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. These are called videos. Short videos are videos which are shorter than 1 minute or all the way to 3 minutes. Actually, YouTube extended the shorts to 3 minutes. And we have the live. When you actually wake up and go live, these are what we call live. Now let's look at the amount estimated revenue that I've gotten. For videos, I got $9.86. For short, I got 0.31 cents, which is what normally happens because short is actually doesn't generate quite a lot of money. And for live, I had 8.05. Now let's look down here and you're going to see the amount of views and we're going to see the revenue per milli. Now this is very important figures. You're going to understand how much YouTube is paying you per 1,000 views. This is very important figure. So we're going to start from the videos. For the videos for this month, I had 6,000 views, which is very less. Normally on Instagram, I'm clocking all the way to close to like a million views every month or something like that. Instagram, TikTok, but YouTube, I've not been able to crack the algorithm, to crack those the audience to understand what they're looking for. So 6,000 views over here, and we have the RPM is $1.65, $1.65. That is YouTube is willing to pay me $1.65 for every 1,000 views. So now that I have 6,000 views, so I just multiply this by 6, and that is what gave us 9.86. So I hope you understand what is going on over here. So if you want to get $1,000, you know what you're supposed to do, how much views that you need to have. Now let's go to the short. For the short, YouTube is paying me 0.04 cents for every 1,000 views. So out of 7,000 views, this is what I got. As you can see, the short is the one with the highest amount of views, but yeah, it's the lowest amount of what? Of revenue per milli. And then we have the live. Now for the live, this is quite interesting. For the live, I really have a very large RPM, which is 2.38 dollars. Now you can look at other competitors and look at exactly how much money they are making from the content, and you understand that not everyone is actually making all this much. So these are typical numbers. There are channels that will receive lesser RPMs, and there are some channels that will receive higher RPMs. The reason is for different factors. Your RPM is going to be either higher or lower depending on the sector, depending on the content, depending on the kind of videos or the category of videos that you are making. If you are in higher paying RPM niches, which are finance, banking, about crypto, money and finance and all these stuffs, you have higher RPM. There are people with over 10 plus dollar RPM. That is $10 for every 1,000 views. That's huge. And we are talking about here like 1.65. So there are some people with higher RPMs. And there are some people who are not even up to $1 for an RPM. These are channels which have lesser RPM value or categories, like let's say gaming or just streaming or making funny videos or commentary. These are channels which have lesser RPMs. And there are also reasons, other factors that affect your RPM is the location. If you are having a channel which is dominantly watched by people in the US, Canada, Australia, UK, and then Dubai and all these places, your RPMs are higher. Why? Because people from this country have a higher money purchasing power. Therefore, they can pay more for more product. Therefore, your RPM is higher. But if you're in countries like, let's say, in Ghana, Nigeria, like all these places, India, and other countries, then your RPMs are going to be lesser because, yeah, still according to the economic factors and reasons like that. So that's what affect the RPM. So this is all you need to know concerning the how money is being paid, and you can see, okay, now once you get monetized, you'll be able to see how much money you are making per day. You can see here I had 0.79, here I had 0.65. Now I posted a video, then it shoot up to 1.71, it came down to this. These are all days. So can you imagine if my channel was blowing up and in a day you are making $100 a day, which is doable, which is possible, which people are doing already. This can totally replace your monthly income if you are making up to like $50 a day. This is typical. I don't create a lot of content on this channel, so I have to let you know. This is meant to motivate you. This is meant to make you feel better and understand that, man, I can actually even make more. I can actually make more from this because it's not just the watch paid ads you can get from short, you can get from membership. And as you can see, I have about total of what 25 members, and the estimated revenue is also $5 from this. Let's say I increase the amount for the membership and how much I'm going to be making from there. You can imagine how much it's going to be. So for every video I make, sometimes new people join and sometimes other people leave gifts and other stuff like that. So therefore, if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, as I said, these are the only things that you need. Notion is what you're going to be using to organize scripts and prepare your documents for like just getting started on your content creation. Notion is completely free. I have a link to it that you can actually click in the description. You're going to use CapCut to edit your videos, and if you need any form of B-rolls, you need to do some things, you need to just cut things, you need to just do some animations and stuff like that, get your thumbnails, get your posts, design something so you can include in your videos. Canva is the best for it. And I've made a video already that I'm gonna attach to it. 8 mind-blowing websites that are completely free that you need to know about. And all these ones will get you started. And I hope it's gonna help you to feel more motivated to start creating content. Listen, no matter what you think, no matter what you do, just go ahead and create a YouTube channel. Please and please, is going to help you. Right now I make just lesser than $50, sometimes 40, 23. I showed you guys, but it is always worth it to just go ahead to create a YouTube channel and have a channel running for yourself, because you'll be able to express yourself. You will be able to achieve your own life goal of being able to speak properly in public, and you'll be able to document your own life, which is the most important thing for me, to document your own life, because you never know what is going to happen tomorrow. So go ahead and create your YouTube channel, and I wish you the best and all the best with content creation. I'm Gamila Next. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's trying to start and needs some kind of a motivation or inspiration. I hope this video helps. Until next time, take care. Bye bye. Peace.